If I was to tell you that when a person with trust issues, aka broken trust, go running around saying that nobody can be trusted or everybody's out to get you, that they are somehow indirectly also saying that they can't be trusted either. What would you say about that? Here in this video, we're going to cover the bases on what that means, the similarities and the differences in today's title, Mistrust versus Trust Issues. Check it. For those that may not know, acknowledge, or understand the titles, definitions, and meanings, mistrust and trust issues in similarity are both peculiar or specific mindsets where a person who has went through tremendous pain or painful encounters, and in doing so, those encounters now has wired them to approach things with a mindset of precaution. Both are alert. That's the similarities between the two. That's trust issues. However, where it separates, we're about to get into that right now. And how I'm about to cover that is I'm about to use a very hilarious but insightful and straight to the point example of what I like to call the stove analogy. Check it. Mistrust and trust issues both are hungry. They're like, yo, let's get something to eat. Let's get something cooking. They go to the stove. Both cook some banging meals. They ate, they satisfied, the meals were banging, all that. However, both mistrust and trust issues got burns and welt marks from the stove, right? Now this is where the analogy is about to begin. What they hold in similarity is what I'm going to address first, then I'm going to address their approach outlet and their difference in their approach outlet. They both acknowledge and know what it's like to be burned, whelps, whatever, by the stove, right? However, the approach changes right here. While mistrust was burnt by the stove, mistrust acknowledges and tries to learn, like, dang, if I took out the time to read the warning labels or the instruction manual on how to properly handle the high temperature rises when the stove gets too hot, maybe I wouldn't have burnt myself when I was over there starving and hungry and try to feed myself. Now that I know better, due to the lack of know-how or the wrong choices I made in my ways prior, I now know to have some oven mitts, whatever, for the whole shebang of it. That's mistrust. Trust issues, however, also was burned and acknowledged they got burnt, welt marks on their arms from the stove. But where trust issues approach is different, they will blame the stove, but will not look at why and how they got burned by the stove in the first place. In other words, where mistrust will acknowledge the part or mistake that they made in the problem or in the situation, trust issues acknowledge the problem but will not acknowledge the part they played in the problem. Now you see the difference in patterns and what I'm saying? Both know what it's like to have encountered hurtful experiences beyond their control first time or first few times around. However, afterwards, how we choose to deal and heal or improve ourselves from that day forward is our responsibility. See, what mistrust looks at themselves. They look and reflect where things went wrong. Like, yeah, this happened to me, but how do I change or step my game up in myself so this certain such and such thing don't happen again? Mistrust. See, where mistrust looks at themselves and reflect where they should change, trust issues will point the finger this way and deflect, where it gives them major hindrance from change, despite they look for change like mistrust does. Where mistrust takes time to self-reflect, which gives them room to change and prove their changes, trust issues pretty much Where mistrust, because of their knowledge of self, they know when to have their guard up, when to put these up accordingly. Where trust issues, we all heard it. We all heard it from trust issues before. I always got my guard up. You know what I think about and how I visualize when I hear a person with trust issues says, I always got my guard up? This is what I look at. A big ass cardboard pizza box that's literally, they're only seeing from here, maybe peek down bottom, but you notice how they're only peeking. They're limiting their own vision until you literally move that whole box. You see as clear as the day. That's the major problem. And how I said before, where mistrust takes out the time to acknowledge the part they played in why things might have went wrong or took place. Trust issues acknowledge the wrong that took place, but overlooks or don't want to acknowledge the part they played in where the wrong took place. Feel me? And last but not least, to help further the whole concept behind this video, I saw a post somewhere on social media. I forgot the names of the people, but I'm going to give them a little name. Let's call them Kelly and BFF. Kelly and BFF was sitting in a ride, just conversing, vibing like BFFs do. Kelly said along the lines to her BFF, she was like, yo, BFF. BFF says, what's up, Kelly? Kelly said, yo, I got major trust issues. BFF replies, why is that? Kelly says, because no matter how much right that I do, I always seem to attract grimy and untrustworthy types of people. The BFF replies, you are wrong, Kelly. You are an outstanding person. You attract everybody. Then you pick and choose out of everyone the grimy and untrustworthy types. Kelly says she almost fell out of her seat when her BFF said that. That's the end of the video. Feel free to comment your thoughts, feelings, knowledge, and opinions below the vid. You know the slogan, the alpha spoken, and Happy New Year's 2020 to y'all. Until next time, peace.